So in this video, I'm gonna show you a very simple and easy method to clean your leather seats. You only need but maybe 2 or 3 tools, plus a cleaner and a towel. I'll have everything linked down below. In total, I think everything here is less than like $25-ish, $30. And not only will this apply to the leather seats, but you can do this for the door panels, the center console, the dashboard. So although yes, this is for a leather cleaning video, you can use the same method and tools for any plastic surfaces. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first things first is obviously you're gonna vacuum that. I'm gonna pass that because I'm sure that's easy to do. So now you just have the actual seat. Now, if you want, wear gloves. It's kind of hot in here. I'm already sweating, and I've been out here for like 60 seconds. So I'm gonna pass on the gloves here. But so obviously wipe it down, vacuum it, or just wipe it down if it's not that bad. So next is we're gonna use 2 or 3 main brushes. It's gonna be this interior scrub mitt, interior scrub pad, and this bristle brush right here. That's literally all you need, and you can actually forego one of these. Like, you can actually like not have one of these. So if you want to get rid of this one, get rid of this one. If you want to get rid of this one, get rid of this one. You only almost just need 2, but for this case we'll have 3, but they do the same thing. So what you're gonna do is very simple. So for me personally, I don't like to spray on the leather seats directly, because if it's too hot outside and the seat is very hot, it'll dry up the leather, the product on the leather very quickly, and then it might leave some streaks on there. So I don't like doing that. I also don't spray it and spread it around. I've seen some people do that. I am not a fan of that. So what I typically just spray directly into the pad. There's no specific amount of like how many pulls, or just spray in there. I will do one light mist onto the leather seats just to get it lubricated, and then this is literally all you do. That is, in the most literal sense, all you do. Next, you're gonna take your towel, wipe it. Now, this seat actually isn't all that bad, as I was told, so you're not gonna see much of a difference, but regardless, it doesn't matter. Whether if it's the dirtiest leather seat I've ever cleaned, or it's not that bad, we do the exact same thing. So let's see if there's a difference between the two. There's a slight difference in sheen. This one is a bit darker than this one. Nonetheless though, it's not about like getting a crazy before and after, because it's the same exact method even if the seat was beige and it's black. We're doing the exact same process. Spray into the scrub pad, 1 or 2 mists onto the leather, and literally scrub. This is literally all you have to do. Cleaning leather seats, cleaning anything plastic, cleaning the door panels is not difficult in the slightest bit. This does not take long. It's not cumbersome. Yes, I've seen videos and people doing it with the with the drill brush. If it actually is that bad and the leather can handle it, meaning it's in a good condition to where it can take the brush and the drill, yeah, by all means. But for the most part, I still use this, because even if we use the brush, which I have, like the drill brush, even if we use that, it doesn't get into the very tight areas of the leather seat. You're still gonna have to come back with a brush and take care of that. But again, you could go that way, we just don't. Less room for less margin of error if we go this way versus the other way. In my perspective. But it also works. So the reason why I like the small one better is, as you can tell, it fits in a lot more areas, right? Nonetheless, we're gonna use this one now. So I'm gonna use this big mitt to clean this bolster right here. So same thing, I'm gonna spray around the mitt, spray onto the thing. If I do spray onto the seat, I'm gonna go directly to agitating it. I'm not gonna let it sit there and do that, especially for outside in the heat. No sir, because we get to like 97, 104, 105, 108, and if the seat is smoking hot, it's gonna dry immediately. So no, if I do spray it, I'm gonna go directly into agitating. Now the good thing about this one is that since you can put your hand in there, you can actually like cup your hand around the area that you're working. But I'm telling you, it is, if you use an actual brush to agitate leather, you are taking way longer than needed. This thing will cut down your interior cleaning by a long shot. Now this is gonna be a side note, but you should cut, if you're doing this as business, always cut your fingernails before you go out to work, especially on interior jobs, especially on leather, because you can easily scratch the leather or plastic if your fingernails are long. I know it sounds funny, but it's very true. Don't have long fingernails when you're working. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in in regular speed, cleaning this top portion right here, right? So what I would literally do, and I'm gonna use the big one still. I'll do the big mitt on this top half and the small pad on the bottom half. So what I would literally do, like if I was working on a customer's vehicle, well, I am, is just spray into the pad, mist it on, but I don't want anything to be running. And since I'm gonna go directly to the seat as soon as I spray, it's not that bad if it does run a little bit. And you're literally gonna do this. It's super simple. It takes no time whatsoever. Like I'm getting into all the tight areas. You can't tell, but I am squeezing my hand into this little the crevice right here and sliding it down. And I'm doing that on both sides. I'm doing it around whatever you call this here, where I am putting my fingers through where there might be dust. So I am getting everything. Inspect that, it's not that dirty. Come back here, wipe it down. Right, and as I'm wiping it down too, I'm also getting into that tight area as well to get any cleaner out. And that's the most annoying part when you're working in hot summer, is as you're moving around, look at that. That is very annoying. When it's super hot, you're trying to finish a job, and you're literally putting your sweat everywhere you go. Very, very, very annoying. Very annoying. All right, so that was the top portion. Now the bottom portion, very simple. Spray. I'm not worried about those small little streaks there because I'm gonna get straight to it. This is why you want to cut your nails when I move it and it gets caught. My hand keeps on traveling. If you catch the leather, you can very easily scratch the leather seats. There we go. So and when we're out in the field and we're working on customers' vehicles and we're trying to complete the job, we can do the leather seats. Like one person can do the leather seats, all the leather seats. So I'm talking about the front, back, sides, headrest. Can probably do it in like 15-20 minutes. It doesn't take long at all to clean leather seats. Like I'm telling you, it does not take. I don't care if you're working on some Mercedes, whatever. It's all synthetic leather. They might name it something super cool and whatever, but it's gonna be synthetic leather. So you can really just go straight at it. We just use Super Clean, diluted 10-to-1, so you can use whatever all-purpose cleaner that you want. Sure, you can do the debate of like, oh, you should use a dedicated leather cleaner, but mostly all fabric in the interior is synthetic. It's not gonna be like genuine leather. So if you want to use a specific leather cleaner, by all means go for it. But we have been using Super Clean diluted 10-to-1 forever, and it's never been a problem. Do the Serrano sauce and add some dish soap if you want. I know Lex does that, but we've never had a problem with that, because again, like if the seat is hot and you spray leather, like a specific leather cleaner, you're still gonna have the problem of it drying on there or streaking if you don't wipe it down quick enough, or if you let it sit on there too long. So it goes back to a lot of things to where, yes, I mean you could say that the chemical has to some degree a difference or an impact, but it's more so of like, what brush are you using, what tool are you using, how are you using it, are you letting it dry, are you, like, all those other things also have to be taken into account when you're cleaning that. So last thing here is, if you do have seats that have a lot of debris, gunk, and the seams, very easy. You can either spray into the brush itself, usually over a towel because you will get overspray, something like that, and then go open up the leather seats and just kind of agitate a little bit to get the debris out, and then just open it again, wipe it down. Or if it is really bad, you could just spray directly into there and agitate. Now these aren't that bad, but as an example. Now of course you can also use steam, compressed air, but here we're gonna keep it super simple to the brushes, which again, we still use this method. We currently use this method out in the field still. Now I know I say don't spray into the seats. As a general rule, don't spray onto the seats, just because it's just one other thing you can lessen in terms of a liability. But like we still spray seats, like we do spray seats, like it'll be like a light mist. We're not like dousing it with a bunch of product. And also for us, we do not use pump sprayers on leather seats or door panels. Like we'll always use a spray bottle when we're working on leather seats or door panels, just because it's more controllable and it's less product. I don't need that much product on leather seats to finish them. Like you really don't. So keep the product usage to a minimum. Make sure it's not drying on the seats. If it's hot, anytime you introduce heat to anything, whether it's polishing the exterior, cleaning the wheels, or cleaning the leather seats, it adds another layer of frustration more than anything, because the product will dry faster on the material. But that's basically the entire process to do leather seat cleaning. It's very easy, very simple. You can do it in 30 minutes on your own before you head out to your date order. Like it doesn't take that much effort. Even if they are completely beat up and it's been forever and they're beige and there's gene transfer and dirt and grime and grease and makeup and what, you'll still do the exact same process and get great results. Very simple. In total for all these tools, under 25 bucks. Like it's really not that much to get great results. All right, and that's the entire leather seat cleaning process. It is not complicated. This video is probably a little longer than it needed, but it's very straightforward. Whether you're doing it as your own personal hobby in your garage on a weekend, or you're doing this as a business, you do it the same method. You're gonna get great results by just following that simple process. So I will talk to everyone on the next video. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns about the method, or what you personally do on cleaning leather seats. You can check the description box down below for all the links to the tools, my podcast, the training group. Everything will be linked down below. I'll talk to you on the next one.